Hello and welcome to the long-awaited return of Whiskey Business, the only YouTube channel that tells you guys how drunk you have to be to see a movie. And we're sorry we've been gone for so long. Okay, we're sorry. We're sorry. We're all in Hawaii.
We missed you.
Except for Brady. You weren't in Hawaii.
No, I was in
growing your beard.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
We were off in paradise watching this little guy tie the knot.
Oh, yeah.
So that's done. Achieved.
Sorry, ladies.
Oh!
Through the mystic arts, we harness energy and shape reality. We travel great distances in an instant.
Today we saw Doctor Strange, the newest Marvel movie about Doctor Strange. He's a doctor named Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch plays Doctor Strange, and he gets into a horrible slow-motion car accident that's graphic. He could have just hit a tree. Instead, he plinkos down a mountain into a river, and his hands are fucked. Just fucked. Pins and shit are fucked. So he goes to Nepal and learns how to, instead of use his hands, he can now warp time and make whips out of energy and walk through portals, and shit's crazy.
He's magic.
Pandemonium.
Just straight magic.
Imagine the hallway fight scene from Inception, but like 1,000 hallways all folding in on each other and like splitting in half and jumping through buildings that are made of like water for a second, and there's like a mirror where you can like throw a boomerang and it'll hit like a glass that's not there. I don't know what was happening. I would imagine in the meetings when they had to tell these people what they have to animate, half the staff quit. They said, no.
Yeah, and the other half went to the woods and did some mushrooms.
Yeah, the other half was on straight acid. Sign me the fuck up.
You want me to do what?
Yeah, the whole movie was like a giant MC Escher painting. Those fucking ones with the stairway going off this direction, another stairway coming down. Look it up. Google yourself. Get yourself some knowledge.
Thumbnail here or on your face. I'll do it right here.
Right there.
I went in with super high hopes because I think the trailer, the Comic-Con trailer they released, is like the craziest, one of the best trailers I've seen this year. So I had some pretty high expectations, and it kind of underwhelmed me a little bit. I feel like they kind of try to be too funny at some points. Some of these jokes were not landing. No one has a conversation like a human being in this movie. Every single line of dialogue is exposition explaining how something magical works, or who someone is, or what they did, what this book does, what this spell means, what this dimension is. It's like, this movie is like trying to cram a semester's worth of shit the night before your final. And it is a lot.
It was definitely a good movie. I felt like it was a good Marvel movie, but it just wasn't their best. And I felt that they had a really huge challenge because they had to throw so much into the movie, you know, to try and give the background of Doctor Strange. They had different dimensions in there. They were talking about being able to do all this really like sci-fi stuff. And they did their best with what they had.
There's a lot of potential for a sequel here where they can finally stop explaining this stuff and just let the characters go on. But yeah, trying to, like, they've never done anything like this. It's not this is Ant-Man, he gets small. Okay, got it, let's go. This is like fucking confusing.
I think visually though, that made up for a lot of the downfalls in some of the dialogue and some of the slowness of the movie. The visuals were friggin' amazing. It was like Inception, but at a comic book level. I mean, stuff that was just so outrageous to see, to the point where you're getting lost in dimensions of city and you're like, how the hell is he gonna get from this point to another point? And I really enjoyed that because it was an added element. Instead of two guys fighting and three guys fighting, now the environment was part of the element and part of the battle. It was pretty sweet.
When I'm watching a movie, like, I want to see the story, and I just feel like they just crammed everything down your fucking throat. The story got lost for me a little bit. I didn't like the villain at all. He did nothing for me.
Yeah, he was pretty shitty. Yeah, Marvel just cannot make a good villain at all. Yeah, the only one they have is Loki. Everyone else sucks. And this is like, I seriously think the villain in this, what is it, like Cassius, or the fuck his name is?
Casillas, yeah.
I think he has like tops 15 minutes of screen time in this whole movie. He's barely in the fucking thing, and he's the big bad guy. That's kind of a fucking problem. And when he shows up, it's like other people are saying why he's the way he is. He doesn't even like really explain himself. Everyone's like, yeah, he's a bad guy. You're gonna have to fight him later. I don't know if they could have made it better. They have to teach the audience how this world works. It's not really their fault. It's just like, this is such a crazy world that it's gonna take some time to get people to understand what the fuck is going on here.
I kind of respect it because it was different. I mean, I don't think it was the greatest Marvel movie, but I also think it's kind of unfair of us to compare all of them together. I mean, they're all in the same universe, but I think just like every superhero, every character has a different theme and a different feel to them. I think it's important for these movies to seem different from each other.
Looking for you.
It hurts me to say, but I would give this movie drunk. Just on the fact that I wasn't really super engaged until the fight scenes. That really brought this movie around for me. I watched every fight scene like this, like, oh, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? What? I've never seen any fight scene like this ever. Not ever. It's never been done before. So on that fact alone, it's definitely worth seeing. And it's just, the story kind of falls apart, the villain sucks, and I'm just excited to see where they can take them from here. But as a start off point, it's just mediocre.
I liked it. Another Marvel movie. Definitely following suit with all the other ones, but it's unique. I like it a lot. The visuals were kick-ass. I'm going to give those visuals an A+, and that really pulled up the rest of the movie. I also have to remind myself that is an intro movie, and it's a new character that I've never seen before, so I need to be open-minded. So, I'm going to say, I'm going to give it a buzz. I'm going to give it a drunk. That's what I'm going to do. Because I've given too many movies light reviews in the past, so I just used some fucking superpowers on you, and I'm switching it up. So, drunk. Enjoy, fuckers.
I'm also going to give this a drunk. It's, it's hard not to compare it to the other MCU movies, and I like the movie, and I'm intrigued by the character. The visuals were great, but it's just the storyline just really brought it down for me. And it's a hard drunk. It's not even thinking about a buzz. It's a hard drunk. Just don't actually go drunk. There's a lot of shit happening.
Don't do that.
On a pure scale level, drunk, but if you go drunk, it's fucking shit's coming everywhere. You might throw up.
Yeah,
You may have never seen so much puke in your life.
Paramedics will have to get you out of this theater if you go drunk. It's impossible.
Yeah. So I'm going to deviate from the rest of the crowd here. My vote is going to be sober. I have to say, I enjoyed the movie a lot. It did have some problems, but the choreography, of course, just won it for me. The story had a little bit of trouble, but I thought all the actors were on point. I don't feel that I really got bored at any point. I got a little lost at some points, but in thinking of a 5-star review as well, I mean, I still think I would give this, sober and 5 stars.
Cheers to see you on
Cheers.
another dimension, or fucking you.